Welcome everyone. Let us start with this section working with Selenium. We'll be looking at downloading and configuring Selenium now. We'll download it manually as well as with Maven. I'll show you both the things. And then gradually we'll see different Selenium commands and writing scripts which can work on different browsers, identification of elements and all different things. Okay, now before I start with Selenium download, in case you don't know Java, okay, in case you're not a programming guy or you have a little knowledge on Java, I would request you to watch this module Selenium tutorial for Java day 1 under Java for Selenium section. Okay, so now as far as Selenium download is concerned, look, you need to go to the official website of Selenium. For that, go to seleniumhq.org and out here go to the download section. Fine. They say that the latest stable version is 3.141.59. This is the last stable version of Selenium. In this version there were hardly any defects and all, and after that Selenium 4 came up in the market. It is still in the alpha version. Okay, you can, as a beginner, you can work with any one of these, it doesn't matter. But if you have a professional company and you have a professional project to do, then I would request you to use the stable version. The differences between stable version and alpha versions as far as the commands are concerned are very less. In case of Selenium Grid there are few changes. Okay, but anyways, to start with, you can start with 4. Alright, and if you scroll down you will see this Java section over here, and you can click on the link alpha download, not this download, the alpha download. Selenium 4 will be downloaded from here and you will get nothing but set of jar files. Okay, there is no exe for Selenium. When you download and extract the zip file, you will get all these jar files, and also the jar files will be present inside the lib folder. Okay, so these are the Selenium jars which are required to be imported inside Eclipse and to be used. Okay, so what you can do is that you can go to Eclipse and just create a new Java project. Okay, I will just call it configure Selenium manually. So right now we are looking how to manually configure the jars. In some time I'll also tell you how to configure them with Maven. But yes guys, if you really are a person who is not having programming language, I again repeat, please watch this module, these 2-3 modules for Java. Okay, now again coming back to the project, this is the project, and over here I will right click on the project. When I right click I get many options. I'll go to the last option, properties, fine, and go to Java build path. Under this section you will see lot of options. You go to Java build path and go to libraries section. Okay, there will be lots of sections. Go to the libraries section, click on add external jars, and please download the jars which you have use the jars which you have downloaded. Okay, these are the jars which you have downloaded. Please import them, and also import the jars which are present inside the lib folder. Okay, so you click on the lib folder and select all these jars and click on open. So basically you need to click on add external jars and add the jars which are outside the lib folder and also the ones which are inside the lib folder. Okay, so you import all these jars over here, click on apply and close, and now your project configures Selenium manually. Okay, this is Selenium enabled. You will see a reference library section generated over here. If you expand this, you will see all the jar files. Okay, you can also go to the Java perspective. Okay, in case you don't see the reference library section, click on this small icon, open perspective in Eclipse. Okay, it's on the top right side, and select the perspective of Java default. Okay, so this is how you can configure Selenium. Selenium is not installed, there is no exe, you just need to download the jars and add the jars inside Eclipse. Alright, now the second way is that to configure it through Maven. Fine, what is Maven? How does Maven helps us? Let me just give you a brief idea, because most of the people at times they don't know what Maven is. Okay, It's very simple. Suppose you have a project, and in that project there are multiple team members. These are your team members, and they are given some test cases to automate, and in the end all of them are going to collaborate their code. But this guy somehow ends up using Selenium version 3.14. Okay, this one uses 4, and suppose this one uses 3.1. So everybody is using different version. You don't want that. Okay, so that is why we use Maven. What Maven does is that basically in Maven you install Maven. This pink box is Maven inside every particular team member's PC. Okay, you will install Maven inside every team member's PC, and every team member will be given a XML configuration file. Okay, this XML configuration file is known as pom.xml. This pom.xml is given to every team member, and every team member has Maven. What pom.xml is having? Pom.xml is having the versions. In pom.xml we define that fine, I am using Selenium version 4. I am using say testng version 7. Okay, I'll mention all the versions of the jar files which I require. Okay, so these team members, they are having Maven. Maven will read this XML file, and Maven will connect to central Maven repositories. There are Maven repositories on the internet, and Maven will connect to these repositories and download the jars in your Eclipse project automatically. You don't have to download the jars the way I did right now. Okay, Maven will just read this pom.xml. You need to specify in pom.xml, fine, I'm going to use this version of jar file, or I need this version of jar file. Maven will connect to central repositories and it will automatically download the jars. Okay, there are many Maven central repositories on the internet. Okay, fine, let me tell you, hold on. For example, there is mvn repository.com. This is the famous website. Out here almost all the versions of all the jars of all the softwares are kept. Okay, so this is Selenium. If I search for Selenium, so you will see Selenium over here, and if you click on this, you will see Alpha 6 version is the latest one, and if you click on it, you will see the dependency. What is this dependency? I'm going to tell you in some time. Right, so first of all, what you can do is, if you want to use Maven, right, you'll have to create a new Maven project. Things will get clear to you in some time, okay, as you proceed, okay, that how Maven can be used and how it is actually helpful. So you go to file, new project, new other, and select a Maven project. Under Maven project. Okay, click on next, create a simple Maven projects, and group ID you can give anything. Artifact ID means your project name. Okay, I will write over here configure Selenium Maven. Fine. So the same thing, I'm just going to add the jars in my project, but I'm going to add it through Maven. And what advantage is it is going to give me, it will be clear to you in some time. Fine. So instead of manually, I'm doing it with Maven. I'll finish this, and you will see a configure Selenium Maven project coming up. Inside it, I'm just seeing the source folder and all. Okay, yeah, now it came up. Source main Java, source main resources, source test Java, source test resources. In Maven project, there are different source folders. If you don't see these folders, or if you get any kind of error or something, okay, just right click on the project, go to Maven and go to update project. Fine, and select the project over here and select this checkbox, force update of snapshot releases, and click on OK. And in some time the Maven will start the build and it will be fine. Okay, these things will come up and the errors might go away. So in case you get some errors or you don't get the structure like this, you just do this. And this is the heart of Maven, pom.xml. That's what I was telling you. This is pom.xml. In this XML file, you specify that which dependency do you want. Okay, in this XML file you mention the dependencies. There is a dependencies tag that on which softwares or on which things your project is dependent. For example, my project is dependent on Maven. Fine. So I will just go to mvnrepository.com and sorry, my project is dependent on Selenium, right? Not Maven. My project is dependent on Selenium. So I will just go to mvnrepository.com and this is the central Maven repository. Search for Selenium. This is Selenium and the latest version is Alpha 6. Go over here and this is the dependency for Selenium Alpha 6 dependency tag. Okay, copy this and paste it under the dependencies tag over here. So this basically tells that this project is dependent on Selenium Java. Artifact ID means the project name. It is dependent on the project Selenium Java with the version 4. Okay, Alpha 6. You save this and as soon as you save pom.xml, these jar files of Selenium will automatically be downloaded and will come under Maven dependencies section of the project. So you don't have to download the jar files yourself. They will automatically come up. Make sure you are obviously connected to internet. Sometimes your office firewall or something might block the downloading. But in general cases, it happens successfully. The advantage is that you can give this pom.xml to many of your team members and all the team members will have the same pom.xml. They will have the same version of Selenium with them. Okay, it is not just about Selenium. For example, this is one of page object model framework. In this I have used this pom.xml file. If you open this pom.xml in this project, you will see that out here my project is dependent on Selenium. It is dependent on some other jar files as well. TestNG jar file 7, extent reporting jar files and POI API jar files to read Excel files and all. So there are lots of dependencies, not just Selenium dependency. When you work practically, there are lots of jars which you need when you work in a project. Okay, you just don't need the Selenium jar. Apart from that, you need many other jars. And suppose you have 10 team members, so everybody has to be on the same platform. They have to be on the same versions of the jars. So you just distribute this pom.xml among all of them and they can put this pom.xml in the project, save the project, and automatically all those dependencies will be downloaded. All those jars will be downloaded in the project. Okay, you just have to have this dependency tag correct. Fine. So you will get more insight into Selenium and Maven as we proceed. Okay, so this is how you can configure Selenium and Maven as well. Right. Now in the next part, in the next section, we will be looking at how to work with different browsers and different drivers with Selenium, and gradually we will see how to write a single script which can run on multiple browsers and all. So let us start with that.